Hi, my name is Amber Schultz, and this is my internship presentation. As I took Brother McCoy's adolescent development class, I realized that adolescence really intrigued me, and I decided that I would like to work with high school age students. So, I emailed Lynn McCall, who was my guidance specialist when I attended Fountain Valley High School, and asked her if she would be willing to have me as an intern, and she said yes. I would say my two main responsibilities were paperwork and registering students for classes. So the paperwork that I did was mostly looking over transcripts of students to make sure they were on track for graduation and to see if they qualified to attend a 4-year college right out of high school. My second main responsibility was registering them for classes, so as they sat in the office and asked me questions about which classes they should take, I would counsel them on what their core classes that they needed were, and also which elective classes they could take in order to stay on track for graduation and also to meet the requirements for a 4-year college. Two of the ways I feel I benefited the high school that I worked at would be 1, easing the paperwork load, and 2, benefiting the students themselves. I feel I helped ease Lynn's paperwork load by looking over the transcripts before students would come up to our office and getting paperwork ready for orientation when we would go out to the classes to present and prepare them for pre-registration, and also filing paperwork for her. And the second way I feel I benefited the site would be helping the students themselves. I'd like to think that I made a difference in some of the students' lives and helped them feel more prepared for college and feel more comfortable in high school and just more comfortable with counseling in general. I feel I benefited from my experience with all the knowledge that I gained and all of the perspective that I was able to see with how much of a support there is for students at the high school. I never realized how many things are there for students, how many support systems they have. There's a psychologist, there's the guidance counselors, there's speech and language pathologists if that's necessary. There's so many supports, and I feel like my eyes were open to that because I never realized all of those things when I was attending high school. And the second thing is, I really love this quote: experience is life's greatest teacher. I just feel like I gained so much from experiencing this real life teacher. I was able to see all that goes into being a high school counselor and to see if that's something that I would really enjoy doing. And I do. I really enjoyed interacting with the students and getting to help them with their high school experience and to prepare them for graduation and college. The biggest connection I would say that I made is that every child is different. Every student is different. You have to take each student case by case because their life is going to be different, their goals are going to be different, their interests are going to be different, and you just have to get to know them and ask them, what do you like? What classes do you want to take? What's your goal after high school? Do you want to go to a 4-year university, or would you rather go to a community college and transfer, or do you just want to join the workforce right out of high school because you can't afford to go to college right away? There's so many options, and there's so many differences between students and children, And I just think that's a huge thing to know, because you can't just use one map and hope that it works for every single child. It's different for each one. I would say I definitely recommend this experience to other students. It was an eye opening experience to work in the high school and to work with that older age group, because in child development majors we mostly focus on the younger ages. So it was really cool to work with teenagers, and um, I think it would be a great idea to have students either go back to the high school that they graduated from, or just go to the nearest high school near them and to ask them if they would be willing to take an intern, because it's a really great experience.